in the spirit of having all of these walls up and having all of these bad experiences, at some point we got to look at ourselves and go, it can't be everybody. At some point it ain't everybody, because if it's everybody, then at what point is it you? Be you for you before you can be you for anybody else is my advice.
That first video is so key, on being able to have, that conversation with yourself and really owning up to, who are you being? How are you showing up? And, the one thing that she said at the very beginning is that, not being somebody else's crutch. That's something I share with Tara all the time. Baby, I can't make you happy. And, us as men, we hear that all the time, that, us as men, we got to make you happy. Well, first of all, before I came in this world and before I knew you, you had to pay your own bills. You had to take yourself out to eat. You had to do all these things on your own. Me joining into your life does not stop any of that, with me or without me. And I think a lot of the times when we do get in relationships, we rely so much more on the other person and so dependent on the other person, we don't stand on ourselves, and then we wonder why we stop falling in love with each other, because you're not that person that we fell in love with as being that independent, as being that this is how I show up, this is how I come to the table, right? Now you're so dependent on me. And so this is where we have to really stand tall in how we show up and how we, are independent and what we bring value to the actual relationship. And like she said, not being afraid to ask those questions, not being afraid to grow, and not having somebody else be your damn therapist at the end of the day. What you got, Mr. Neat?